Oh my god, this game was a fucking comedy act. Like, this game here, this was literally the fucking greatest game that ever happened. This is one of the greatest games in NFL history. And yes, I guess, do I really need a fucking diss sign to fucking tell what I'm being right now about this game? Like, man, this game, man. Like, this game was easily the most Lions way to end the losing streak. Like, man, let me just get a drink real quick. Man. Like, wow. Just wow. All I say for the Lions today is, well, that's one way to follow up 2 weeks ago against whatever the fuck that shit was against the Eagles. At least the Lions have bounced back from that. But hey, here's the one positive from this game. The Lions aren't going 0-17 this year. Raise the fucking banner. Let's raise it high. The Lions will not become the first team to go 0-17. Hallelujah. But yeah, then the good news is the losing streak ends. Here's the bad news. The Lions didn't win either. It's a tie. Like, this entire game was a fucking shitpost in itself. Like, seriously, this game was so fucking sloppy. Like both offenses played like dog shit. Like, this was just a defensive game. Like, the main thing that really led to this, though, was earlier in the week when the Steelers lost Big Ben after Big Ben Roethlisberger tested positive for the Black Plague. I guess Big Ben needs to watch which hookers he's fucking hooking up with and make sure they don't have the plague. AKA, that's just the Steeler way. Captain Fatfuck, leader of men. He cannot keep his body clean. He cannot take care of himself off the field. So in for the Steelers today was Mason Rudolph. And man, this game was something. Like, this ended up being a defensive battle mainly because both offenses played like ass. And then this became a defensive battle. Plus, add in the fact that we had rain mixed with snow in this game. So it was like rain, snow, or wet snow, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And yeah, this game was just a comedy act. This game was literally a fucking shitpost in itself. Like, man. And I'll say this to Jared Goff, though. I'll give Goff kudos, though, for toughing it through with that hip and back injury. Like, Goff definitely earned my respect for toughing it through that injury. Still wasn't a winning effort, but hey, I'll give kudos to him where it's due. But yeah, I'll say this to Dan Campbell, though. If Dan Campbell is literally trying to win the game, trying to win from here on out, then why the hell did you have Jared Goff still in the game with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter? When Jared Goff has a back and lower back and hip injury and Goff literally cannot throw the fucking ball? Like, if you were trying to win the game today, Dan Campbell, then why the fuck did you not throw David Blough in, who was healthy, instead of have a banged-up Jared Goff in there? But hey, I'll give lots of kudos to the Lions offense, though, because they were actually able to run the fucking ball for once, and especially in the rain, having almost 230 rushing yards. God damn! I mean, with how bad the Lions have been at running the ball for almost the last, 25, 30 years? Them getting 230 rushing yards in a single game is a fucking win in my book. Especially DeAndre Swift having almost 126 rushing yards. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, the Lions actually learned how to run the fucking ball today. Like, damn. Where was this all this time? But man, just, in the end, no. In the end, neither team really wanted to win this game. And to be honest, the way both teams played, neither team fucking deserved to win today. Only fitting that this game ended in a tie. A tie. Man. So the first time since 2019, the Lions have a tie. And of course, this is the first time, I believe, since 1957 that the Lions and Steelers tied. And that game was in Pittsburgh. How ironic. But yeah, this tie is the most Lions way for this losing streak to end. So yeah. And the good news about this tie is the Lions still hold on to the first overall pick in the draft. So, man. Honestly, I'll say this to Lions fans, though. The Lions should not be pissed about this game. Especially when the Lions should not have even come close to winning this game. Hell, if anything, this game was the purest example of the Pittsburgh Steelers playing down to their competition and making the game more competitive than it should have been in the first place. Like, I did say at the start of the week, I did say in the preview that the Steelers played down to the Lions, they would not win this game. And hey, I was technically right. They didn't win the game, but they didn't lose either. So, yeah. Like, hell, the Lions should not have even come close to winning this game. The fact that it ended as a tie should be a win in itself. Honestly, for Steeler fans, they should treat this tie like an L. Because not only did the Steelers tie this game, they literally tied to the worst team in the league. Like, the Steelers tied to the fucking Lions. The Lions. They tied to a team that is literally trying to tank. You tied to a team that literally has no fucking talent on it and is trying to intentionally lose for Kayvon Thibodeau. And people want to say Steelers are fucking going to the Super Bowl. Man, not if you're pulling shit like this against inferior opponents. Like, god damn. And the one question I have for this game is this game going to end up being an episode of Days of Our Steelers, the greatest game from Urinating Tree? If so, I cannot wait for that episode. I'll have my popcorn ready for this shit show. But man, like, just, this game was something, that's for damn sure. Like, this game was incredibly sloppy from both sides. Like, yes, let's not make a mistake about it. Jared Goff played like absolute dog shit. But it's not 100% his fault, though. He had to deal with a back and a hip injury. So he literally couldn't throw the ball. And he also had rain and snow play a factor, too. The weather. The conditions of the game. But yeah, man, like, this game was an absolute fucking shitpost. Like, I honestly consider this game a win in my book with how the Lions have been this year and being a rebuilding team and just embracing the suck. Because you look at this game, Lions didn't lose today. The losing streak ends. They aren't going 0-17. They pretty much embarrassed the fucking Steelers in the process with this tie. And the big part is, they still hang on to the first overall pick. I say that's a win in my book. And let's be real, the main reason this game ended in a tie was because of Ryan Santoso missing that extra point. Let me be clear here, if he didn't miss that extra point, the Lions win this game by a single point. And there's also the missed 48-yard field goal attempt in overtime, where he just completely whiffed it. Like, I'm not sure, like, that kick attempt was honestly fucking pathetic. Like, Jesus Christ, that was bad from 48 away. Like, that wasn't even tipped. He just completely missed the mark completely on it. It was that bad. But, man, like, I honestly looked at a couple Steelers chat logs, and Steeler fans were honestly wishing that this game was more of a loss than a tie. But, yeah, honestly, I feel like Steeler fans are more pissed about this game than Lions fans. Like, for Lions fans, this is a fucking comedy act. Like, god damn. I'll say this, though. Dan Campbell outcoached Mike Tomlin by a lot. Hell, the Lions outplayed the Steelers in this game. Lions even won the turnover battle and had 3 turnovers to Pittsburgh's 0. With the interception by Julian Okwara, tip of the cap to him. And then the 2 fumble recoveries in overtime. Right as the Steelers were about to get in field goal range in overtime, and they fumbled the ball on both attempts. And then you had that fucking high snap from the Steelers in overtime that went over Mason Rudolph's head. Like, what the fuck was this game? Like, this game was literally a fucking shitpost. Like, I hope Urinating Tree does a Days of Our Steelers the Greatest Game video. I hope he does it, and I can't wait for it. Because this game deserves its own video from Urinating Tree. And I wonder how fucking Chiseled Adonis is going to handle this. I wonder how this is going to affect him for his commentary, because the Lions and Steelers didn't win or lose this game, so you can't put either team on the W or the L train. And I believe he tried to look up the T train, but it's some bad porno. So, yeah. And one question I have for trash talking is, how the fuck does a tie work in trash talking, by the way? Is it a victory lab? Is it a crow? Is it both? Or do you do absolutely nothing? But man, this game was an absolute comedy act. I mean, I guess that's one way to follow up Kyle Larson's championship as a tie. Fuck it. With how bad the Lions is, I'll take it. It's not a loss, so it's something. The Lions outplayed. At least the Lions defense played well today, so there's a plus. Next week, it's on to Cleveland. On to the Doo-Doo Browns next week. Cleveland Browns in Cleveland next week. Maybe the Lions tie the Browns next week and we get 2 ties in a row. Maybe. We'll see what happens next week. Like, this game just... What was this game? Just, what the fuck was this game, man? This game was something, that's for sure. But, man. Oh, just man.